Season 2 of The Reset is right here, and this is what you all have been waiting for. We got a lot to discuss. Number one, we need to talk about this offseason that the Seattle Seahawks are having. I'll ask you, you like it or you don't like it? Either way, we'll get to it. But I want to introduce you all first to some good friends.
It's The Reset with G. Scott.
Yep, you see it. It's a new addition right here to The Reset. Cat Stokes, Kanan Smith and Jigba. What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Hello.
Y'all good? All right, you can introduce yourselves. You can talk who you are. Cat, who are you? Where you from? What's happening?
What's up? You know, I'm Kat Stokes. Nice to meet y'all. I'm born and raised Seattleite, but I live in the South End. I won't tell you where. But did I answer my question?
No, you answered your question.
Bet,
That was
yeah,
good.
thank you.
Kanan Smith and Jigba. That name sounds familiar, my boy.
Yeah, Kenny Smith and Jigba here. I'm the man of the people, and I'm just here to kick it, be with my people, and talk sports.
Okay, let's be done with the awkwardness. Let's
Talk
get
to me,
right
talk
to
to
it.
me. Yeah,
Let's
talk to me,
just
talk to me.
get right to it. Just a little bit ago, we had an opportunity to watch the press conference that was happening at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center. And who was there? Well, it was a lot of media folks. You had the new offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak, on the stage, and you also had head coach Mike McDonald on stage. But more importantly, right in the middle was the new quarterback for the Seahawks. It was Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, how was he dressed? He came in wearing a flannel. Let's talk about how he was dressed and decided to dress, Kat. Come on.
I mean, you already fitting in if you coming in with the flannel, all right? So
yeah.
I think the people going to like you. Nothing too flashy. I don't know. Like, he could be our next Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, I'm glad you – I'll come back to the Matt Hasselbeck in a moment because that's actually a very good point that I'll make. Sam Darnold, are you good with it, Kanan, or are you not?
Have to be good with it.
Why?
Because he's our quarterback for the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So got to be good with it. He's proven himself, and
But
welcome to Seattle.
But wait a minute,
No?
though. You say he's proven himself. By the way,
Talk to me.
I fall in love easy.
Okay.
I'm already on the Sam Darnold.
Okay.
But when you say he has proven himself, there are a lot of people that are saying, yeah, but.
Yeah,
And
but,
the
yeah.
but is, yeah, but he's only had one good season.
Okay.
Whereas they say, well, Geno Smith and any other quarterback they can say has had multiple. So are you saying that you're going to take the Minnesota Vikings season that he had and be like, that's the one? Come on now. Oh, whoa, Kat, you said no.
I just feel like he was in, like, a perfect situation. You know, like the Vikings, he had Jefferson. That O-line is not our O-line, you know? So it's a different environment.
Yeah.
I have a lot of faith in him. I have a lot of hope, but I get emotionally attached. So I'm still, like, coping with the Geno grief. Like,
Right,
I'm like,
okay.
man, like, my boy Geno gone.
Are
But
you upset about Geno being gone?
I'm hurt. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
What you
Yeah.
disappointed about?
I love my Seahawks. I get attached.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't just move on quickly. I'm not a business.
But you understood. Like
Yeah.
I think all the way up until right, it was good until it wasn't. Right.
sure.
And we all thought. I think the Seahawks thought that a deal would get done.
Yeah.
That Geno Smith would be the quarterback. And by the way, I really want to. I got to come on the record real quick and correct something because there's a lot of people that thinks that I am against Geno. Listen. If you go through any of what I said over the time that Geno's here, I was one of the biggest Geno supporters. Matter of fact, I still think Geno Smith is a great quarterback. He's a phenomenal quarterback. If you were to ask me right in my face, right, who's better, do I think, Sam Darnold or Geno Smith? Geno Smith.
Wow.
I think Geno Smith
Oh,
is
he
a
is.
better quarterback right now.
Right now, yeah, he is.
Okay. So there's a lot of people like, but you said, all I said was, I said personally.
Right.
That's it. I didn't like Kobe Bryant, but he was a great player.
You didn't
He
like
was
Kobe?
no.
That's gonna get people.
After he tricked on Shaq, it was like Shaq did it too.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
you
another
like-
story.
that's another story,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
So, but the people here in the building, they took a 5 to 8 minute conversation. They made a 60-second reel, and they took a little
Right.
bit of what I said. I think Geno is a great player. I think he's a great quarterback, and is a quarterback that just didn't get the deal done.
Yeah.
And so now the Seahawks go and get Sam Darnold. And I'll tell you why the Matt Hasselbeck point I'll bring to you. Sam Darnold's 27. Sam Darnold, this will be his 7th season in the league. Matt Hasselbeck, when he first became the starter here in Seattle, he was 26 years old. So you're talking about a Sam Darnold, number 14. By the way, it has been reported that he will be wearing 14, DK's number. Shout out to DK. But he will have that opportunity to continue going. So we good on Sam Darnold? Because y'all acting like y'all scared to say stuff. I'll say it.
I like him. And I think he fit in like, Hey Arnold, the show.
Hey Arnold, see.
That's based in Tacoma. He meant to be here. Hey Darnold.
What's Hey Arnold? Is that
you don't know the show?
Unc don't know. Is that a kid's show?
I don't know what Hey Arnold is.
Nickelodeon cartoon. Hey Arnold. It was based in Tacoma with the football head.
We 20-something years apart. I don't know who the hell Hey Arnold is.
I guarantee you, y'all watching right now, drop in the comments if you a Hey Arnold fan. It says we hate Darnold. You a Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Paul. Paul know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Get with it. Hey Darnold. Hey Darnold.
Okay.
See, Tacoma. It's based in Tacoma, so he fit right in.
Here's my question to you, G. With Geno, did they build enough or have enough with Geno for them to do more than last season and the year prior?
That's going to remain to be seen. Like truth be told, there's 5 months left before the first game. Right. And I'm not trying to hide behind this question because there was something that Coach Mike McDonald said during the press conference today at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center that I agree with.
What did he say?
He said, I believe that the best years are ahead.
Absolutely.
For Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's still things that the Seahawks need to address. They have gone and they've done some of those things, right? They had to kind of keep going. But I know the number one thing that everybody talks about is they need to address the O-line.
Okay.
Right? Look, there's 31 other teams trying to address the O-line. True. It's never that easy to address the O-line. But there are other things that they did. The question would be, what do you guys think were the missing pieces that the Seahawks do need to address to be good? Because there's a lot of folks right now that are not happy with the Seahawks. They feel like the Seahawks are going backwards. They feel like they're rebuilding. Mike McDonald did talk about that. They're not rebuilding.
No.
By the way, in the NFL, there is no such thing as rebuilding.
There's no. I don't know
I'm curious
about
that, but I think it's a restructure for sure.
Some people rebuild, but I think the Seattle Seahawks is not rebuilding. Maybe rebranding with I think getting these guys on defense, DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I know what D-Law is going to bring to the table. And also, I think everyone watched the Super Bowl this year. They saw that if you get those guys in the trenches and you get to that quarterback and you block well enough, you have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl.
Those trenches cost money, right?
Trenches cost money.
You know what I'm saying?
Trenches cost money.
It's like somebody trying to get a kitchen remodel. Like, ooh, I want my kitchen to look like this. I want these cabinets.
Straight
you got to pay for those cabinets.
And we are paying for them. You got Leonard Williams, D. Hall, Boye Mafe.
D-line.
I
agree.
Up.
The trenches, the D-line.
Yes.
The D-line, you see the investments. Shout out to Jay Reed, Jaron Reed.
Yeah.
Shout out Jay Reed.
Back. You got second year now, Byron Murphy the second. He will be back as well.
Great.
Leonard Williams, right? And you got D-Law. Speaking of D-Law, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yes.
Pass rusher, Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
You ever meet somebody out and about and they like, you know what I'm saying, they single and you be like, why you single?
You look too good to be single.
You look too good to be single.
Okay.
What's wrong with you? Now, I know I'm not the only one that's done this. Kat, you ever did this before? Like, why is this person single?
Nah, usually with men, I know why.
Okay.
I was like, I could probably peep. I could probably smell it while you sleep.
Okay.
I think it's different with men. But, women too, but I'm saying if I see a man, I'm like, I know why you say
that. Let's talk about D-Law. And by the way, I can see that this is so far as being pro. Everything's great. Everything's kumbaya Seahawks. But that's still cap. But when it comes to D-Law, DeMarcus Lawrence, right? The last 3 seasons, he's had 13 sacks.
Yeah.
And, of course, he was hurt last season.
Yeah.
And then he didn't come back because they weren't going to make the playoffs. And then his best season was 2018.
Yes.
Here's my question for you.
Talk to me, please.
Are the best years of D-Law ahead of him or behind him?
As an athlete, when you get to a new environment and you're a vet, you want to show up to work and let it be known that I'm here and I'm going to give it my all. And he doesn't have to be Superman. You know what I'm saying? There's other guys around him that can be Superman. He just has to go in there.
He's a pass rusher.
And he's going to get to the quarterback. He might not get to the quarterback like Michael Parsons and all these other guys. But if you get to the quarterback 1 or 2 times a game.
I mean, he got an $18 million guaranteed contract. He's got 3 years, $40 million.
So he's going to go get that quarterback.
I don't know if he got paid to come chill.
He didn't get paid to come chill. He got paid to lead these young group of men on the front line.
Yeah.
And help us win, man. Help us get over the hump.
Now,
straight up.
Now, speaking of somebody else they signed, what y'all feel about Ernest Jones IV? You sat next to Ernest Jones IV just recently. They had UFC came to Seattle, and I look in the crowd, and Kanan Smith and Jigba is sitting next to Ernest Jones IV.
It was a blessing, man. I told him straight up, man, you come in mid-season, which is a tough thing to do, and turning around the Seattle Seahawks defense was a blessing. And for us to be able to keep him, 'cause I know he has a newborn, you know, talking to Ernest, he loves Seattle. This is where he wants to be, you know. And I didn't know how young he was. You know, I think he's like 25 years old. So you're looking at a guy who can be a part of this organization for a very long time.
Was he wearing black Air Force Ones? Because, bruh, like, he don't.
He don't. I told him, I said the other day, I said, when you were playing for the Rams and I saw you with the afro running out and they did they called his name out, I said, I had to say a prayer for Jack just because I'm like, man, like this dude's going against, this dude looks like a monster. So, no, but he also said, like, when I have the afro, that means I'm about to go do something. So, you know, having him on our team is a blessing. Yeah. So, like, having Ernest Jones back, you know, you can definitely tell that, you know, he can make an impact right away.
All right, everything so far we've been talking about is great.
Great,
Kat,
great.
What are some concerns? Go ahead, tap in the chat. Concerns that you have right now about this team. Don't get because the camera's on. The cameras wasn't on. Y'all been saying it. Y'all scared to say what's your concerns?
I'll say this, and I'm not trying to like come for nobody. My biggest concern is we talk about a rebuild, we talk about a rebrand, restructure, but I don't know if we can do that as John Snyder as our GM.
Whoa. Whoa.
I love him. No, but I'm saying it's like,
Whoa. Slow the roll. Let's slow the roll.
Hey, hold on.
Okay, wait.
Hold on.
You asked it.
Bro, this ain't recorded.
Okay.
This live. Was not ready. But hold on. Let's slow walk this through because
you got me sweating.
I don't think he's not the one. I'm just saying.
Are you sad because Locke is gone? Are you sad because DK
I'm always sad. I'm in my feelings, all right? I'm coping. I'm a coping 12 right now, okay?
From Seattle.
Over-caffeinated, you know, sad a little bit. It's raining right now. I'm vitamin D deficient right now, okay? So I'm sad.
But the big dark is over with.
It is. I know springtime coming, you know?
I haven't been here in the spring. Okay, I don't know.
But let's slow walk this. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's just patterns, you know? Like, I know you say 31 teams trying to figure out the O-line. Mm-hmm. But we've been trying to figure out this O-line for years, you know, and that's why I give like props to Geno. Geno was balling, getting stepped on, getting wild snaps, not coming for the O-line. I love y'all. I think y'all, and I also don't.
I mean, the center retired after his wild snaps. Literally retired.
Yeah. You know, and there's also like personal stuff. So it's like I don't put it on the players, but I do. Like Snyder has said over and over, I'm not dropping money on the O-line. And I'm like, if that is the standard, if that's the principle, and we keep on seeing our quarterbacks getting just smacked up.
There's no way he said that.
Yeah, it is.
He said that?
He's not going to drop like money. Like, you know, and I don't know if that, I ain't a GM. I ain't never played, so I can't tell you this is what you got to do. That's not where I'm coming from. I'm just saying, you know, in leadership, you see patterns.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. And listening to what Kat is saying, let's be real. There are people saying what Kat's saying. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like Kat is alone in these comments. And she's a true 12, and she's coming out and she's basically saying, I said, what are the concerns? I just didn't know that was going to be the concern. I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so Kanan, now here's the thing, though. Kanan really has no concerns, as you all can see. Kanan won't have any concerns because right now everything's great, right?
Not everything's not great because we haven't been to the playoffs and missing the playoffs by one game back-to-back years hurts.
I got one for you.
Talk to me,
You're the
please.
brother of Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I am.
This is the third offensive coordinator that your brother has had. Ooh. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? How I feel about that?
Yeah, because I'm not asking how Jackson's feeling. I'm asking how you feeling. Because a lot of times you're very vocal.
As a brother, you know, it's a great question.
I'm not bailing you out. So
no, you don't have to bail me out. I don't think it's hard, very hard to call plays. Personally, I think. You know, offensive coordinators are in a system. They've been around a lot of guys. They know exactly, you know. You
don't think it's hard to call plays?
No, I don't think it's hard to call plays. I think it's hard to execute the plays. I don't think it's hard.
I think
call plays.
I love Ryan Grubb. I saw Ryan Grubb when he was offensive coordinator for the Huskies. I think we all saw Ryan Grubb.
He was great.
He was phenomenal.
I thought he was good last year.
I think
personally.
Ryan Grubb's getting to the NFL playing offense reminds me of that rec team going to play AAU basketball for the first time.
Yeah.
When you go in there, you can see
season?
it. You could see it and you know when I used to see it last season for the Seahawks?
Okay.
And I know a lot of people blame it on Geno, but let's be real. When the Seahawks offense got in the red zone, they had absolutely no identity. When the Seahawks, you don't know, I mean, all of a sudden 1 minute in a row, they've got like 25 pass attempts and 2 run attempts. Like, I don't think calling an offense, play calling, is as easy as you try to make it. I think it's actually very tough. Why?
It's tough.
In pros, this is literally all they do.
But you also got to look at it as this. You know, you're a Ohio State fan, right?
You know it.
When I look around and I see Jeremiah Smith, I see Emeka, I see Travion Henderson, I see this, I see that, I see that. That ain't hard to get the ball to your superstars. You know, it's not hard to understand that if we need 1 yard, we gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to get 1 yard.
Right.
You know, it's definitely. So to answer your question.
Yeah, about the third offensive coordinator in 3 years.
It's business. You know, it's you know, this is the business that we signed up for. You know, you never know. Yeah. People be leaving. You know, so. I just think we're going to see.
Well, one of the things, I will say this, because whether you're probably in the chat and you have your opinion about the offensive line. And I will say, if you're someone that is saying, hey, everybody, they need to address the offensive line. I agree with you.
Okay.
But I find something interesting when the offensive line is always talked about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's interesting. They always talk about the players. Nobody ever talks about the coaching.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody ever talks about the developing. So either way, obviously, we got a new offensive line coach who's going to be here. There's going to have to be some type of continuity, some type of getting better, developing, and coaching that's going to happen. Sure, the player's one thing, but the coaching and development is another. All right.
And that's a lost art. That's a lost art in our game, in all sports, is, you know, developing at the highest level. You know, getting here is hard. But to be able to maintain and going against the best guys week in and week out, like, it's a very tough thing. I think blocking is hard. I mean, it's hard. If this guy's getting $750,000 league minimum, how you going to block Nick Bosa?
That's what I'm saying.
How you going to block Nick Bosa?
Yeah.
How you going to block Jalen Carter? How you going to block? It takes a special dude to be able to stop Nick Bosa and all these dudes week in and week out.
Well, we got a lot of Seahawks stuff that we're going to be talking about, but I want to just say this. Kanan, man, last year.
Talk to me.
I mean, can I ask this?
Yeah, you can ask whatever. We here. We're on the reset, right? We're on the reset.
Last year, the Mariners picked you up. Oh. Now, here pretty soon, we're a couple weeks away from opening day. We're going to be going there, showing them right here. Day, right? So, first of all, Mariners, Kanan's still here. Can you still hit?
He right here.
Bro, what?
Can you still hit?
What?
That wasn't an answer.
What? I can hit, get on base, and paint your back porch. What are you talking about? That's Booty Miles, you know?
Yeah, Booty.
But, no, like, bro, like, I'm a baseball player, should be playing. Yeah, no one gets on base how I get on base.
Yeah.
You know, and I help teams win. But the Mariners are going to be really good. I mean,
What do
looking
you-
at the
what-
starting
what do you-
five.
I mean, look, I think a lot of people that are Mariner fans here in this town, they know that the Mariners their pitching is incredible.
Right.
Everything. But it's the offense. It's the bats. There's a lot of Mariner fans that feel like they didn't do enough in the offseason. Right, Kat?
Yeah. Again, I think the trend with Seahawks and Mariners fans right now, we get upset with ownership really quickly.
Yeah, it happens.
But
But
Seattle needs to win, though. Like,
Yeah.
being in this town, like, the 12s are real. Like, you go to T-Mobile Ballpark in the summertime, it's one of the most beautiful ballparks there
it's
is.
beautiful. Oh yeah, it's
It's
beautiful.
You know
lit.
what I'm
I love
saying?
it.
It's lit.
I love it.
Julio
I'll sit there all
Rodriguez
day.
is that boy.
Biggest news over the last week and a half has been LeBron James approaching Stephen A. Smith. I, on purpose, have not asked Kat or Kanan
My king.
about this topic. Kat, you want to go first on this? What are your thoughts about LeBron James approaching Stephen A. Smith?
My initial thought was, LOL, what? I was like, that's crazy. But as I was watching kind of Stephen A. Smith break it down, he said something really crucial, and I think we forget this a lot as we watch these ball players, is he was coming to him as a father, you know? And, like, do I agree with it? Like, do I agree pulling up on someone in the third quarter, you playing a game, especially how you've been pitching your son in the league for so long, you know? No, I don't agree with it. But do I know my mama? Do I know parents that are like, don't you talk about my kids? I do. So I got mixed feelings on it. And also, like, again, I mean, we podcasters, we know you in journalism. If I'm making that money and my son on the team, regardless of what people are saying, I do not care. I do not care.
You're still human.
You're still human.
You're still
But
human.
I'm just trying to say, like,
Cap.
I don't care. I promise you.
Really?
I promise you I don't care. And I would do it off screen. Because why would I give y'all ammo to go to like give me all this? I don't need people talking about what I need to be doing personally.
So
I think he went personally.
Are you saying you disagree with what LeBron did?
She said yes and no.
Yeah, I say yes and no. I disagree with when he did it, but do I disagree with him doing it as a father? As a player, I disagree with him doing it. As a father, nah, man.
Okay.
Protect your kids.
Okay.
I want to hear what you got to say.
So no, to stay with what you're saying. So he approached Stephen A. Smith. Is he going to approach other people too?
Who do you want
Or is he just going to stay?
But that's
Who
what
should he
I'm saying. That's
approach,
why I'm
though?
like,
I mean, wait. Stephen A. Smith isn't the only one that has had a
That's
take
what I'm saying.
on his son.
But let's talk about this, though. Is Stephen A. Smith the creme de la creme of media?
Also, that's why. So that's
Did he
why.
Did he go to the king of media? He don't need to go to Skip Bayless. He don't need to pay him no mind. Stephen A. Smith is the king, the $100 million man. On first take.
So wait, I want to make
I
sure.
don't need to approach Skip Bayless.
No,
I'm approaching Stephen A.
I want to make sure I got
about
this
Club
straight
Shay Shay?
because I have been
Plus,
seeing
I love
this.
LeBron.
I've been seeing this in media, where certain athletes,
Okay.
people, sports media, they say stuff about them, say all this stuff, but that one sports media affiliate says one thing, and then they upset, even though so many said the same thing.
and the stats are up there.
I think it's a respect thing. I think LeBron respects Stephen A. You know, I think if I respect LeBron, I do not to just anybody. The fact that he do it to Stephen A., he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is he's an entertainer.
LeBron is wrong for this. He's absolutely wrong. Now, I will say,
As a father, is he wrong?
yes, he's
What?
wrong all the way around.
As a father?
Because people keep bringing up that stuff as a father. Listen, as a father, he got his son that was averaging 3 points a game at USC,
Yep.
and he put him on the Lakers. Now, look, a lot of people thought that
He had a heart
moment,
attack at USC.
that-
I know 3 points a game.
Yeah.
He didn't really play his
Yeah,
freshman
but
year.
a lot
I
of
know.
us thought that after that first game, we
Okay.
thought that first game, that would be it, right? We thought, the moment he flew in the Griffey family for that moment.
seemed
He
very
flew in the Griffeys,
choreographed.
very choreographed, very rehearsed, scripted. But hey, dad, son out there, look, let me raise my hand. I love that moment. I absolutely love that moment. Now, here's what I thought.
Right.
I thought after that moment, I thought my man was going to the G League.
Yeah.
I didn't know later on we would continue to see him. I didn't know when they go out and play Philly that he'd be getting in the first quarter. Wait, what?
He got cooked by Tyrese Maxey. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know
He
what I mean?
got cooked.
So, as a father,
Okay.
you put your son in that situation.
Yeah.
It's like taking your son to that taekwondo gym,
Right.
and then when your son get whipped up on, you mad at the other dad because they son beat it.
Right.
You brought your son here.
I think the only thing for me, I think LeBron probably shouldn't have said that Bronny is better than half the guys in the NBA.
In high school,
I think that hurts him. But Bronny's playing good in the G League now. And another thing, Stephen A. also said that when he looked at Bronny and Bronny looked at him, he saw the sad. It was just a sad moment. And I know as a father, seeing that moment between Bronny and Stephen A.
Are we going? But wait a minute. Let's go back to that. LeBron did say that. LeBron was watching, got on social media, and said, "My son is better than half these dudes." How disrespectful was that?
Disrespectful?
As you would
Is it
say, it
disrespectful?
was
No.
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So
I think Bronny's going to be okay. I think,
no, he's not.
he's going to be okay.
How?
He's playing good in the G League.
The G League is not the NBA, though, bro.
What? It's like, okay.
It's not.
It's like the
predicated-
minor leagues of baseball. If you're playing good in the minor leagues, really good, you have an opportunity
Okay,
to
answer
play really
this,
good in the
answer
big
this
leagues.
question. If not for LeBron, would Bronny be in the NBA?
I don't even watch
Why is
basketball
it taking you
like
so
that.
long to answer that? Yeah, you know that. You know he would be.
But shout out to LeBron for being LeBron the king.
That's awesome.
The GOAT.
Okay, but
to be able to do that.
so if you're gonna get your son to the
No.
league, by the way,
I think that's a disservice to his son.
No. Really?
I
His
feel
son wants to play basketball. If
I
his son
feel
wants to play basketball
uncomfortable.
and I have the power, how many people have power to be able to bring your son to where you're at? How many people have that much power? We don't have that much power.
I feel uncomfortable defending Stephen A. Smith. So while I'm defending him, let me go ahead and knock him down a little
Because
bit.
of what he's doing too.
Now, what Stephen A. is doing currently right now
Disgusting.
is disgusting.
Okay.
The way he's going on media circuits, going on Fox News, going all these places to continue to
Yes.
talk about this story, that's weak.
Yes.
Now, I don't like that. Now, I was against LeBron and approaching Stephen A.
Fair.
But the way Stephen A. is handling this is garbage.
But
Yeah.
that's why I say don't care. Like he was giving Stephen A. Smith ammo. You don't think Stephen A. Smith was just like, I'm gonna let you do your thing because I'm about to make a bag off of what? 30 seconds?
You got 100 M's after that
A
day.
bag off of that's what I'm talking about. LeBron, like, who are you?
What do you mean? Who are you?
I mean, like, you a boss, bro. You like no one freaks out when the dog barks at a moon. But if the moon starts barking back at the dog, everyone be like, whoa, the moon barking back at the dog.
Yo, cut that one. That was a bar.
The moon barking?
Wait, hold on. Wait, say that again. You said
No one bats an eye when a dog barks at the moon. But everyone would start talking. You would trip. You would lose your mind if the moon barked back at the dog. I know a moon don't bark. That's the whole point.
Right, I
That's
hear
what I'm
you.
trying to say.
Facts.
LeBron's on like moon status,
Moon
and I'm not gonna
status.
call Stephen A. like a dog in a demeaning way, but I'm like, bro, he get paid to talk about people, to get reactions out of people. That's his money, bro. That's his whole bag. So like, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, if I'm
Right.
LeBron, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna handle this in private, or I'm gonna do things behind the scenes, bro. Because you talked about power. What LeBron got?
The power.
Exactly. So why am I gonna move on with all these cameras, even with phones out, 4K, all this stuff? Why am I moving like that?
LeBron's an
And
entertainer.
he's human, but true. but he's
LeBron's
also
an
human.
entertainer.
So it's like if you want to go scrapping, cool. But I'm like, for me, I'm like, if I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. It's your pockets, bro.
So you saying
I'm not gonna
LeBron should have went? You saying LeBron should have went? Took it.
I would have just kept talking about my son. If he's gonna stand and die on the hill like my son is the best, keep doing that, bro. I don't
like that.
think that's
That's
smart.
fair.
Again, I haven't watched Bronny like that, but I know the stats. But I'm like, I am not a parent. Lord. But I think it's a disservice to your child to not let them grow up and get the bumps and bruises that the real world gonna give you. I think that's a disservice.
I
he's
think if
doing.
you have an opportunity to skip all the bumps and bruises,
Nah.
I personally, me personally, if you have created that for yourself to skip, hey man,
Nah, that builds
Bronny,
character.
Bronny got hell of character.
Wait,
Bronny had a heart attack in college at 19 years old.
Look, so,
almost died. Almost never played basketball again.
Look,
shout out LeBron. Shout out Bronny.
As the parent on this show who
Okay.
does have kids.
Okay.
Look, my kids went through some things that the things that they went through seriously have made them who they are today.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Love your sons. They're my good
the
friends.
reason why, however, if I could do it all over again.
Oh, for sure.
And have the opportunity for them not to experience those things.
I agree.
Hey, I would put it this way, half. Matter of fact, probably 75%.
Come on,
because
man.
some of the stuff that they was rocked with, I'm glad they made it through.
Exactly.
So it's a delicate balance on trying to, because sometimes, I know some parents that be like, you know what, I could send my child to private school,
Absolutely.
but no.
I disagree with that. Yeah.
Oh, what you disagree with?
Like, wait, see, keep going.
I was just gonna say, but you have some parents to be like, nah, I want my child to go to public school. You know what I mean? Because they're like, go to private school is a certain type of way, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, true.
Then you go to public school because they feel like you get more of a real world experience. What part you disagree with?
I thought you were going to say I'm not sending my kids to private school because I want to go on vacation, because I know parents like that. That's what I thought you were going. That's why I said I cut you off. I didn't even know where you were going.
Wait, parents send their kid to private school because they want to go on vacation?
No, they go send their kids to public school because they want to go on vacation.
Right.
Oh, I see.
That's why I was like, I totally was making up. I wasn't even listening actively.
Let's
My
also
bad, my bad.
let's all keep it gangster too. You know how hard it is to be Bronny James?
No, very hard. Very hard. Not many people talk more about Bronny James averaging 1.4 points per game than talking about Jordan's kids.
Exactly.
Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like Jordan's
Exactly.
kids. But I think it is really hard. Yes, LeBron's kids.
Are they talking about anybody who's averaging 1 point something? They're not getting no media coverage, no nothing. So I feel like, again,
But did LeBron add to that?
LeBron added to that, saying he's the best, but also
All right.
LeBron's a father. LeBron's a king.
We got 2 more minutes.
Fair. 2 minutes. That's it.
That's it.
We're done after this.
We done in 2 minutes. It goes that fast.
For real.
We got
Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
Whoa.
So
We're done in 2 minutes. Goes that fast. Okay.
Listen,
I shouldn't have said that.
Final thoughts before we leave. Anything that's on your mind, anything you want to discuss, talk about. It could be the Seahawks, it could be the Mariners, it could be LeBron, it could be what's going on in Seattle, it could be you going to LA Fitness, getting worked on the court.
Shout out to the Fairwood community. 10 a.m. We be getting our hoops in, getting our runs in. Shout out to my new family.
Is that your family? 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. 10 a.m. We hooping every Monday, Tuesday, and then we go to the Landon sometimes in the afternoon. But,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get.
Don't let me find out
acclimated.
that you be getting dunked on. Up
No, come on, man. Me dunked on? No,
there. Yeah.
nah,
All right.
not yet. At least Jackson tries, but nah.
Can Jack dunk?
What?
Jack got hops?
Come on now, you know that. Jack doing all that. Jack dunking for real.
All right.
2 minutes. I say this.
What do you got?
I don't think the Seahawks are rebuilding. I just think they rebranding. They're moving young. They're moving fast. And shout out Mike McDonald. He's going to make sure that defense is right, straight up. And then when that offense comes around, which I think it's going to be more solid than what people think, I think we're going to hit the ground running straight up.
Yeah.
That's my final thought.
Kat? What's
I'll
your
go.
final thought? It go anything, restaurants, whatever you want.
Now, I'll go M since you went Hawks. I'm excited for the year. I'm excited. I know we got a lot of hesitation about our bats, but I do Mariners do have some of the top farming systems. Like what's it called?
Farm system.
Farm system
Yeah.
in the league.
They
So
do.
we got Edgar back. I really have faith in our bats. And we got Julio.
Shout out Julio,
Shout
man.
out to Julio. So,
Shout out J-Rod.
JPZ back from injury. So, I think M's are going to the playoffs. I really, we on the cusp of something great. So,
Playoffs.
I'm
It's a
excited.
long
That's
season.
a long season.
Let me have my belief.
Oh.
Child, you had your 2 minute drill.
I did.
Yeah. Well, let me finish up with my last 2 minutes. First, Seahawks are going to the playoffs next year. And I think what's really important that the Seahawks and what they need to do is they're going to have to hit a little bit in this draft. They got to do a little bit of stuff to kind of shore up and clean up some stuff. But I love the direction of this team. As a matter of fact, Clint Kubiak last season, I was talking about him heavy as they started off 4-0. They were doing well, then injury got to the Saints. But I love Clint Kubiak. As you guys know, Clint Kubiak comes from a football family. His entire family is straight football. I love that he's the offensive coordinator. I actually like Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald, head coach, he's a little quirky dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's a little, like when he gets that camera and that microphone, and he just like, man, I really don't want to be doing this. I just really want to coach football. That's actually what I love about Mike McDonald. I think that the new quarterback, Sam Darnold, shout out to Geno Smith. Look, I know there's a lot of people that don't think that I like Geno Smith as a quarterback. I think Geno Smith is a damn good quarterback. I thought he was good last year. I was one of his biggest fans as far as what he did on the field. He was excellent. They didn't get a deal done. Okay. Sounds like he's going to go to the Raiders and he's going to get more money. Good for him. That's awesome. That's fantastic that he gets to go do that. Now it's Sam Darnold era. He's 27 years old. He has 7 years of quarterback experience in the National Football League. What I love most about Sam Darnold, you guys can write this down and you can tell anybody that you want to. Here's what I love most. The fact that he has been knocked down and he has gotten back up. If you're listening right now, if you're one of those people just in life, period, some of the times in your life where you had to go through it just to get to it, Sam Darnold was drafted number 3 pick in the 2018 draft. He went to New York Jets and he did not do well. He had to go humble himself, go to the Carolina Panthers, and you know what happened there. Carolina Panthers to the San Francisco 49ers. He was the backup to Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant pick, somebody who was picked last in the draft. And then he went to the Minnesota Vikings. And like Kat said, yeah, the Vikings, they get a good old line. They had a good run game. They had a good coaching staff. They got all of that. At the end of the day, Sam Darnold still played above expectations for everyone. So Sam Darnold's here now. I also believe that with everything going on in Seattle, I think Seattle Seahawks are a great organization. They're way better than the Jets. They're way better than the Cleveland Browns and way better than these other cheats organizations that are out there. So when it comes to the Seahawks and it comes to Sam Darnold, I'm going to say put them in the playoffs. The tough team, the team that I worry about the most. Out of all the teams in the NFL, there's something about them Rams, man. I'm so sick of you Rams. All right. Oh. Nervous. Hey, one more thing. Can we bring Mr. Yakima back to the crib? Cooper Kupp. All right. We'll do this again next time. It's The Reset. We'll see you next week.